Hi, I'm Kim Wilson,
And I'm Natasha Marchewka.
and this is Speechless. 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 Welcome to our behind the scenes take on real life in VO, where we share our stories and our resources and our unsolicited opinions. Today, 2024, we're ringing it in. I don't actually know what we're talking about today, but Natasha does, and
We're,
she's
t-
going to tell us.
we're talking about marketing, and I'm going to spring some questions on Kim, like what she's going to do this year and what she thinks about both agents and Voice123. I want to know what she thinks. So watch this. So, Kim, today I thought we would, since we're starting the new year, I'm going to
Okay.
ask your
Happy New Year to you, by the
Happy New
way.
Year to you. I thought we would start with some questions about marketing now
Ooh.
that we refresh, we start again kind of thing. Like, are we going to continue on with the same things we've done because they were pretty great, or are we going to look at things differently? So the
Oh, okay.
first question I have for you is, because we're going to touch on, well, anyway, we'll just see where this goes. But
Yeah.
cheers, we're having tea, both of
Cheers.
us.
Yeah. Guys, it's Saturday
Oh,
morning. It's
we're
got to
both in
be,
our travel mugs for some
we,
reason.
yeah, it's Saturday morning. I can't go. I can't day drink.
It's actually Sunday, but
Mm. Mm-hmm.
happy Thursday. My first question for you is about
Yeah.
Voice123.
Yes.
So, it is more and more competitive, like crazy. I
I
woke
know.
up this morning and I'm down to the top 30 percentile. So, in talking to another friend, she's like, you need to share that with people so they feel encouraged because even,
Yeah.
you who really knows the ins and outs of Voice123, getting down to top 30, people will feel encouraged by that.
Yeah, it's true. And thank you for sharing that. I am in the top 20 and I have been in the top 20 for, I think 6 months now, and I have not booked once
Ah,
in, I think, over 6 months. So I don't know where I stand with Voice123. It's this great marketing piece of all the marketing arms that we can do, m- but I'm not making money on
how
there.
often are you auditioning? I just for our
Yeah.
listeners and viewers, I do know. I mean, I was shocked that she hadn't booked, but every time she says that, I'm like, what? Because I know, Kim, you're very dedicated to auditioning and being very specific to how you manage. So at now, I mean, forget about the fact that it was the holidays and we're a little bit off routine.
Yeah.
How many times do you audition a day or a week on there?
Well, that's a good question because I wasn't booking as often. About 2 months ago, I dropped my subscription to the lower level.
Membership?
Oh,
Yeah, how
I'm
much you
sorry, my
pay?
membership. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
because I felt like I was throwing money out the window if I can't move. And with that came
Less
a hu-
jobs.
a huge um not discrepancy. I don't really know the word for it, but like the amount of people who see the audition before me jumped so high.
Uh-huh.
So I don't want to be number 24 out of 30 auditions because I
Hmm.
feel like my chances of being listened to at that point aren't as high. And I'm
So
really
that's what happened when
particular.
you started paying less
Yes. So,
dramatically.
yeah, dramatically.
Well, can you
So,
share how much you were paying before and how much you're paying now?
yeah, I was at I think 1200. Is it 12 or $1,100? No,
Oh,
20.
I
What is
think there's 888. Well, that might be one. And 2200.
Yeah, I was at the 2,200 level and I dropped to 888. And now I'm
Oh,
considering, yeah, now I'm considering to drop even further. And I'm at the top 20. So I don't know.
okay. So back to the question, how many auditions are you actually doing per day or week
So
on Voice
now,
123?
like one or two a week, maybe.
A week. Oh, okay. Okay. Do you ever get those auditions that don't need an audition, that they actually just need a demo? Because sometimes you get those, but I'm wondering if at your group level you don't see them.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen one recently. Um, So I can't answer that honestly. I
How
don't know.
often are you actually going on the site then? If you're only auditioning once or twice a week, are you on the site every single day?
Just once a day now.
You go once
I
a
used
day.
to have I used to have it open all day long.
Mhm.
Now I'm like, you know,
Okay.
by the time I get the job, the offers coming in, I'm like, it's really slim pickings. I'm usually like
Mm.
number 15 now.
Okay,
Uh,
well, let's revisit this in like 6 months
okay.
because I think it was the holidays, but I think it's been really interesting with the amount of competition.
Right.
I think it's really the field has deepened and it's hard to book. And so I wanted to share with everyone, like, it is just simply hard to book, but it still there's a lot of jobs on there. So,
So yeah, there are a lot of jobs on there. How often are you
oh,
auditioning?
I audition like once or twice a day. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I think now that my percentile's gone down to 30%, again, which it's dipped there couple times past year, I have to get on it and be more proactive and participate. Well, let's move on from that because
Okay.
if that's
Okay.
not where you're booking, I want to
Yeah.
ask you other questions about other places. So, next
Yes.
question is, what is your opinion today about agents?
Today. So it's changed. And it is always changing. So
Mm-hmm,
this is a hard
mm-hmm,
question to answer
mm-hmm,
because I feel like agents give you these opportunities of amazing auditions with amazing opportunities to make a lot of money.
mm-hmm.
Um, they're fun auditions, they're creative auditions, and frankly, frankly, better quality than you'll find on 123.
Okay.
But my but factor is I still think the majority of my booking will always be what I bring to the table.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
So,
and what I bring to the table isn't sexy. It's the corporate um and e-learning portion, some commercial,
okay. So
for smaller markets,
I'll
but
ask you about where
yeah.
you find those jobs, but let's go back
Yeah.
to agents for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I have this sort of vision that first of all, we've heard for years that agents are losing their jobs because so many jobs are going to online casting. So ad agencies or direct clients or creative agencies, they're going online because first of all, we're getting older, so the hirers are getting younger. That makes
Mhm.
sense. And
Mhm.
so they tend to go online and they don't know any different. They have never used
Sure.
even a casting director. I
Sure.
heard the other day that from a casting director, she's like, clients don't even know that that's a thing, a casting director, if they're not from LA. So, or New York. So I, on the one hand, think, well, they're losing their jobs. They're taking on a lot. I mean, they're losing a lot of the gigs from online casting.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
taking on more talent because the more talent they have, the more chances they have of booking a job.
Mhm. Mhm.
But I also think that they are still getting good quality jobs. Like, though there's
Really
high-end
good
good
quality.
quality jobs
Yeah.
that will never go to online casting. They will always want
Right.
high quality, from an agent kind of talent,
Yeah.
which you can find both online and in agents, by the way. You can find great and terrible talent. Quite frankly, everywhere. Or not everywhere, agents and online casting,
That's a truth bomb. It's
right?
true. Yeah. Yeet.
So, what is your plan to just one more bit about agents. What is your
Mhm.
plan for creating relationships with agents, say this year or moving forward? Like
Right.
today, what do you think that looks
Right.
like?
So people should first know that I have a few regional agents, but I don't have a national agent, and that is a goal of mine
Mm-hmm,
to obtain these
hmm
better quality jobs.
and
My
auditions.
plan is, yeah, auditions and opportunities. My plan is to simply reach out every 3 months or so
Hmm
and
hmm
keep shopping my demos.
hmm
And the previous year, and that was my plan for this 2024. 2023 was to set the stage, get my demos up in order, kind of lay the
Update it because you
groundwork.
already had them in order, but you wanted to update it, your demos.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
update is a better word. Yeah. So that's my plan, is to reach out like every couple months when I book something, let them know what I'm booking, because
Right.
agents want not only fresh sounds, but they also want to know that you can bring them money. It's a win-win situation,
Yeah.
right? They want to know
Yeah.
you book.
Yeah.
Great, you may be awesome, but are you beating out everyone else? You know, because there's
Hard,
so many
hard
good.
to prove that too, because I don't like sharing my work online. I don't like saying, oh, I booked this, I just did this, I did this. So if they're following you on social media, which by the way they do, how are they going to know
Well, I
what you're
think
booking?
I email them personally.
Yeah,
I do a
better.
personal email.
Yeah.
I don't post, as everyone knows, I don't really post everything I book, but I'm kind of a
So
silent person.
my answer to all that is
Yes,
same,
please.
same. It's just same.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Same. I do not have a national agent, although I have a wonderful manager who I love very much, Celia Siegel Management. So I consider her national. And I would love some great relationships. And I've let go of agents because didn't think they were great relationships. So I'm looking for the long term, like finding,
Yes.
and I think some agents will go by the wayside because it's too difficult to make a living. Well, anyway, everything you said, ditto, same, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Good.
let's just take a quick break and we're going to come back to share what other things we are doing to market ourselves that are not online casting or agents. Hi, everybody. Just jumping in here for a quick speechless promo. First, to thank our sponsors, StudioBricks and VO Booth to Go.
Yeah.
We love our, places to record. And also to share about Speechless, what's going on, what's coming up. So we have a contest coming up bigger than our holiday contest. It's our 100th episode. We're going to be giving away prizes, including a course from Joe Cipriano.
How
And we're
cool is that?
and we are dedicating our 100th show to the late and incredibly lovely Maggie Peisner. She was our actually a speechless super fan and a good friend, and we love her. So be sure to keep your ears and eyes open for that, and we'll see you soon. Okay, we're back, and I'm sure you were all on the edge of your seats.
I know. What are they doing? We're so dynamic.
What are you doing, Kim,
I feel like
to
I look like a 1970s today.
Charlie's
1970s.
Angel?
No, like a Leaf Garrett.
You
I'm
do
so
not look
sorry, everybody. Anyway,
like a male. You look like a Charlie's Angel.
I mean, I'll take
I'm
it.
going to say today you look like Kelly. Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay.
We can continue now.
Okay. So what are the list of things that you do marketing wise that, I mean, we need to have a lot of marketing pieces of pie. I don't know
I
how else to
know.
say it, like multiple streams of marketing for multiple streams of income.
Right.
What are you doing?
So, well, one thing
And you
is,
don't have to share everything, by the way, Kim,
sure.
and to our audience. We don't always share everything, just so you know. Wink,
Uh,
wink.
well, one thing I think that's important for everyone to do is to get yourself out there into the ethernet doing something else, such as Speechless. This is a
But
one
don't do
mark.
speechless.
Yeah, but this is one
We're doing
way.
speechless.
This is one way that my name gets attached to SEO and voiceover industry. Just another way for
Mhm,
clients to say, "Oh, she's a professional working in her field, and she
mhm.
also, is, for lack of a better word, influencer, right, in the industry." I don't know how many people I'm actually influencing, but
We
we have
like
a
to think we're
podcast,
influencers, but about six people. Oh, six
right?
people actually. We are the number one podcast for six people on Spotify, so we're pretty excited about
I mean, people. Thank you. So that's one way I am continuing to market myself. Another way I think is really important is reaching out to individual companies,
that.
and I
Mm-hmm.
will continue and always continue to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is very, very important.
Uh-huh. So what I think is super important, and I know you do it too in some way, shape, or form, is you have to keep relationships up with your past clients. You
Yes,
will not grow your business if you don't cultivate those relationships,
relationships.
right?
And I think that's hard for people to wrap their mind around. Sometimes when I have told other VO talent, hey, don't forget to reach out, and you know who you are out there, to your current clients. Yeah, him and I don't want to bother them. I mean, I think they hear from it
Well,
all
I
the.
think you get nervous about that too. You're like,
Yeah, and
should I share
that's.
that? Is that who
I
you're pointing
know.
at? You're pointing at yourself?
No,
Oh,
no. I still do it though. Here's the thing. Here's the
yes.
difference.
Yes,
I
you
still
do.
do it. It's
That's true.
uncomfortable, and I think this is where people get stuck. And what they don't realize is out of sight is out of mind. And you don't have to be a
Right?
pest. You just
Right?
have to be yourself. Say hi. Hope you're doing well. Boom, you're done.
Yeah, connect in some way. Yeah.
Mhm,
So what I've done
mhm,
for a long time is a monthly newsletter. And I know that, there's a big eye roll over too many
mhm.
newsletters, blah, blah, blah. But I feel
Right.
like I've established my newsletter just feels like I've done it, I've established it. So
Mhm.
if I show up in their, the subject line shows up in the inbox and they're not unsubscribing, then that's a win
That's
because I
good.
have had people respond to my newsletter like months later because I'm in their inbox. So they'll
So
respond with a job. I don't mean just, hey, how are you? They actually respond with a job.
so let me just put that out there. I did a test newsletter once, and I had more people ask to be off of it from current client lists than they respond to my regular emails, which has a high response rate, which says two things. One, I will stick with my emails, and two, I am a terrible newsletter writer.
Okay, myth busting right here. I have
Okay,
myth
okay.
busting to do, and then we'll leave it at that. So one, okay, so the good news is I believe just because I've done this long enough, I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
enough data in my brain.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
those one-on-one emails are gold. So the people that you have
Yeah.
on your email list
Mhm.
and you're doing one-on-one emails, that is
Mhm.
gold. But I will debate you, Kim. One email newsletter does not
I
equal I'm a
know.
bad no paka paka. One email newsletter does not say I'm a bad newsletter writer.
Okay.
One email newsletter does not prove squat. Sorry, no. I'm just to encourage you and is that you're not proving anything by doing something once. You
I
have to do
know.
it several times for it to give you enough data. So now that said, if newsletter writing is not for you, my word, do not do it. Like if
Right.
something else is for you, like, Speechless is a wonderful way to do exactly what you said it does. It gets our names, SEO, visual, whatever. Um, but the newsletter works for me and I've established a flow and a
Yes.
sort of a credibility. So I can see
And
why one would be nervous to do it, but you cannot do something once and say, "Oh, that didn't work."
I mean,
Like,
it's so true, but I have to say you are an excellent writer. So
well,
your journalism degree and all that. So
I don't
come on
have a
now.
degree in
I thought we
journalism.
had journalism and communications. No?
I have a degree in what's was called radio and television arts. So
Okay.
it's more of a
Okay.
creative thing. But anyway, yes, you have to know what your skills are.
Yeah.
And so I have been encouraging Kim, I will share. I've been
Sure.
encouraging Kim to share about her garden, even though it has nothing to do with voiceover. Kim, you're so passionate about your garden, like master gardener level passionate about your garden. And so I think that's a great platform to share yourself and then be on social. Anyway, we're going to leave it at that because, of course, we want to leave you all with wanting more of our brilliance. And we'll talk about social media another time. Today is not the day. But cheers, Kim. I'm so proud to be on this
Cheers.
journey with you.
Yeah. Here's to
And
2024, everyone.
here's to
Good luck to
2024.
everyone. We all got this.
We got this.
This episode of Speechless is brought to you by
Voice talent need quiet.
For us, quiet comes in the form of a StudioBricks booth.
I love my StudioBricks because it's whisper quiet in my incredibly noisy neighborhood.
And I love my booth because when clients see me on Zoom, they know I'm a pro.
Go to StudioBricks.com.
World-class sound isolation, light environmental footprint. Kim, have you ever made a pillow tent in your hotel room when a client asks for an audition or a job when you're away?
Yes. Yes, and I know what you're going to say. VOMO, the VO mobile booth, right?
Right, exactly. It's a portable vocal booth and ready for recording wherever and whenever. I feel like I really need that because I get nervous about pillow forts. So,
Yeah,
so why do we need it then?
because it folds up very nice and neat and you can take it with you wherever you go.
Absolutely. And you can check it easily, which I've done many times. And also, it comes with accessories like a light, and you can position your mic however you want.
No more pillow forts,
Yes, please.
please.
Vocalbooth2go.com for VO recording and accessories.
Speechless.